We're going to do a few examples of solving rational equations for intermediate algebra. Rational equations have polynomials in the numerator and the denominator, therefore they're undefined for certain values. For example, 3/8 plus 1/3 equals t/12. Notice there are no variables in the denominator, so it's defined for all values of t. To solve this, we're going to multiply through by the least common denominator, which is 24. We're multiplying all terms, both sides of the equation, and what that will do is clear the fractions. So reducing, this gives us a 3, an 8, and a 2. And if we rewrite this equation, we get 9 plus 8 equals 2t. 17 equals 2t. Divide by 2 on both sides, and you get your answer that t is equal to 17/2. In our next example, we'll have y's in the denominator. 3/y plus 7/y equals 5. Notice the variable, therefore y cannot equal 0. It will be undefined if we divide by 0. Also notice that we do have a common denominator, so we can combine that. Now there are two ways to do this. They really are the same thing, but we can multiply all terms both sides by the LCD like we did in the previous example. But we're going to solve it by cross-multiplying, which you can also do and only do when you have one fraction equal to one fraction. So here we get 10 equals 5y, or y equals 2. Or we could have taken 10/y equals 5 divided by 1. Cross multiply, giving you 10 equals 5y, and you see y equals 2. Again, we can only do this when we have exactly one fraction equal to one fraction. Our next example is negative 1/3 minus 5/4y equals 3/4 minus 1/6y. Notice that we have a variable in the denominator and y can't be 0. That means if we get y is 0 as an answer, then there would be no solution. The least common denominator here is 24. It's actually 12. I don't know why I said that. 12y. We're going to multiply 12y times each term on both sides. And make sure you include these negatives here. It will change your answer drastically. Again, it's all terms both sides, so don't forget any of the terms when you're doing this. Just write it out, including the minus sign here. And then we can reduce, and it will turn into a much nicer looking equation. So here we get a 4 on the first term, left side. 4y into 12y is 3. 4 goes into 12 3 times. 6y, 12y gives you a 2. Rewriting, and don't drop the negative, you get negative 4y minus 15 equals 9y minus 2. Let's add 4y to both sides, which gives us negative 15 equals 13y minus 2. If we add 2 to both sides, we get negative 13 equals 13y, y equals negative 1, and since y couldn't be 0, that's a fine answer. We'll do another example. X minus 2 over x minus 4 equals 2 over x minus 4. Notice x can't be 4. That means that if after we solve we get that x is 4, there would be no solution. Now we have one fraction equal to one fraction, so we cross multiply, and we get x minus 2 times x minus 4 equals 2 times x minus 4. We can FOIL this out. We get x squared minus 4x minus 2x plus 8 equals 2x minus 8. X squared minus 6x plus 8 equals 2x minus 8. If we bring everything to one side, we get x squared minus 8x plus 16 equals 0. So we need two numbers with a product of 16 and a sum of negative 8, and the answer is negative 4 and negative 4. Now notice if we solve, we get x equals 4 as a solution. But if you recall, we can't have x equals 4 as a solution. Therefore, the answer here is that this equation has no solution.